Can you give us a little bit of information? Just tell us a little bit about yourself, who you are, where you are, and also where we are in terms of this lockdown at the moment.
My name's Daniel Gillespie. Primarily my role is a musician in Skerryvore, but I also have various other roles. I'm a director of the Diaries Music Festival, the island I grew up on, and I've also been a director and been involved in the Oban Live festival that's run for 4 years following our 10th anniversary with Skerryvore Mossfield Stadium back in 2015. So it's mainly everything's involved around music or events.
My name's Emma Clark, and myself and my husband Graham own and run Glenegedale House in Ailsa, which is situated halfway between Bowmore and Portellin. And we are a 5-star gold guest house who just won Visit Scotland's Thistle Awards for being the most hospitable guest house in Scotland.
So my name is Rachael Robertson. I live in Mallaig, a small fishing village in the Highlands. Normally I would be working part-time in Way Out West, our local clothes and gift shop in Mallaig, and the rest of my time would be spent on developing my business, the West Highland Tea Company.
My wife and I run One Marine Place, which is 6 holiday apartments. We get tourists normally from all over the world, every continent in the world actually. America, all the States, New Zealand, Australia. So this is going to be an unusual year when we've not really seen any of these lovely people visiting us.
So I'm Ailsa Curry. We farm at Bellevue Farm, which is just outside Blackwater Foot on the west side of Arran. So there's myself, my husband and my two young sons. We have a beef and sheep farm. We do farm tours and we have holiday cottages, and Daddy Donald also does agricultural contracting work, so he does machinery operations around the island on the other farms.
How's your community been responding to this COVID-19 lockdown?
I think folk in Tiree are coping well in general. I've spoken to them. I think there was, perhaps some concern at the start in terms of people trying to come to the islands or not, but that's obviously been controlled, and I think people are trying to continue as much as normal. Like my mum's husband, he runs his own farm, so for him he's carried on as normal as much, with the farming in and around. He has to do that. But there's obviously the impact. My mum works for Calmac now. She retired teaching. She works for Calmac, and obviously it's impacted her job as well. But in general, people speaking to them, they're in good spirits, and again, lots of music being shared on FaceTime or house party or various other things.
I think we have got the best community ever. So when we talk about Morrison's, and we had a wee laugh earlier on about the shops, we are so blessed in that we do have only one shop, which is a co-op. However, the co-op team are fantastic. We have a community shop, a community place as well, a community group that's been set up. And if anybody doesn't feel they want to go out to the shop, or anyone is self-isolating, has got one of the health risk factors that they don't want to go out, they can get all their shopping. They don't even have to be any of those things. If they are a little bit nervous and don't want to go to the shop, we have a community group that we're delivering everything. One of the local distilleries, Bruichladdich, along with Spirited Soaps, teamed up, and they have made hand sanitizer, and that's being delivered by the same group. So we've got a wonderful bottle of hand sanitizer sits at our doors for delivery gentlemen, or delivery ladies that are coming. Our postie gets a cake once a week from us. We've been baking sourdough coming out our ears, and go and leave a doorstop. It feels a bit like Chap Chap Run, but you quickly knock on their door and run back to your car after you've dropped the parcel off. But we have got the best community ever for supporting each other. We've even got toilet rolls.
There's been a lot of positive news in the community. We've seen the Community Council offering help to people in need. Local businesses are taking the initiative to offer home deliveries, and groups have been created on social media to spread news, provide updates, and offer support where they can. And other people have been taking some innovative approaches and getting people together virtually through online yoga classes and such like that in the area. So I think people are really doing their best, and obviously it's very difficult for everyone, but there's some really good things coming out of what's happening right now.
The bulk of everybody in all the shops, there's only one person in a shop, one person out, and that counts for the big supermarket as well. Everybody's obeying the lockdown rules. People are walking their dogs. If you've got a dog, it's a kind of doggy island, Bute, so people have got a good excuse to get out for a good half hour and an hour walk with their dog, and then straight back and cross the road if they see somebody else. So nobody's stopping about and chatting unless it's from a great distance, not even 2 metres, more than 2 metres of road's width.
Well, I mean, the Skerryvore Valley has an amazing community, full stop. Everybody pulls together and everybody looks after each other, which is wonderful. And I mean, we're kind of on the periphery of it at the minute because we're just so physically tied in here. But I mean, I can see from every point of view, everybody's looking after each other, be it the elderly, be it people that are needing shopping done. Everybody's really mucking in and trying to care for the community and care for each other, which it brings out an amazing side of humanity, to be honest.
Have you any sort of outstanding good news stories that have happened, do you think, in your area?
From being in the music community and having so many friends that are involved in music, it's they've been creative using things like House Party and other video conference things like Zoom to almost have online Kayleys as such our tunes together, which has been amazing. And there's been online quizzes and various things, so people are being creative. Obviously the Clap for Carers is a big thing nationally, not just in Tiree, but that was a big inspiration for us in the track as well. So we've actually just shared that we want musicians, we've shared the music for the track, and we hope musicians will join in with that on Thursday, the Clap for Carers as well. So hopefully in Tiree, I certainly remember growing up, and a few of us were learning bagpipes. There'd be people on the town down from us, it's maybe a mile away, but you could hear them practicing out the back. It was a nice day and we were practicing. So that's the amazing thing, that perhaps people will be playing this and you can hear it a mile away, a mile and a half away in Tiree.
Just definitely the community group that's been set up, and that was set up literally within about 12 hours of shutdown. They had a group, and they've now got a specialist person for each area, so that instead of any extra people running about the island, there is just one person for each area. They will also pick up not just from the co-op. If you need something from the pharmacy, you need something from the butcher, they will pick up anything from anyone. And just generally, that group's fantastic, and there's been a GoFundMe page set up for them. I think they're now at £7,000, and that's going to eventually be dispersed into the local community for them using fuel, printer ink for their leaflets, things like that, and then any leftovers set up into the community.
And was this set up by volunteers just within? Did somebody take the lead in that, Emma?
A lady called Jill Chasemore has taken the lead on it, and she runs a community group already called Chit Chat, which is for more socially isolated people. And that was a huge focus last year, I think, especially in wider areas, that we can become socially isolated. And she set up this group for them last year, so that anyone who feels they perhaps don't want to go to yoga or something else that's on, but they just want a chat. So she set up that last year, and she's taken the lead on it for this. However, there has been endless volunteers, so much so that they've had to say, hang on a minute, it's one person for each area. But if you then bake 5 loaves of bread, they will pick them up from you and disperse them to somewhere else as well. So there's just so many good things happening. If you're only able to buy 2 of something in the co-op, but you've got a larger family, somebody else will put it in their shopping that'll be shoved into. Do you know, we're just really lucky that everybody is looking out for everybody.
We've got what's called Bute Resilience Team, and they had sort of closed down through lack of funds, but somebody jumped in and gave them some funds to keep them going, and they go round about people's doors, make sure they've got food and just anything that maybe the older people need that are having to self-isolate and not be allowed out. They're making sure that they've got everything they need. We've got a food bank on the island.
I think really that the positive stuff is the way that people are caring for each other and also taking the whole thing seriously. You know, when you see, you know, other places where they're maybe still not taking it seriously, I think positively here everybody is taking it seriously and just trying to find ways of kind of work together and move forward with the restrictions that we have. I mean, for it, you know, just one example is even the, you know, the shopping, the number of volunteers that have come forward to help take the shopping from the shops on the island to the people that need help or can't go themselves. You know, it's wonderful that people are stepping out their boxes to make that effort. You know, even with all the scary stuff going on.